I've really struggled deciding which books to read, and I've gotten myself into a little bit of a book slump. Just grabbing for like books I know won't be very good or that I don't have high expectations for. So I'm going to start back up my TBR jar, picks my TBR for the month. I didn't have a good clear jar to use, so I'm using this plant pot that I got from Illumicrate. I forget which month it was. I think it was this one. Anyways, not important. Some TBR prompt ASMR there. Okay, so I have a good number of prompts in here. I have at least 30. I'm gonna pick 5 to 10. I might pick 10 because I might include audiobooks, but we'll see how I feel after picking the first 5. First prompt. Gotta give it a nice stir. Okay. Author's last name is also a first name. I'm not only gonna pick from books that I have physical copies of because I only have like 20 books. I'm also gonna be picking off probably just Kindle Unlimited and Audible. Kindle Unlimited because I happen to get another month of Kindle Unlimited for free, so trying to make the most of it. And Audible for the audiobooks. Or the library. I might also pick books from there. We'll see. Depends on the prompts. Okay, last name is also a first name. So first, Emily Henry. A good option. There is an Emily Henry book I want to read. Great Big Beautiful Life. I don't know why that wasn't like my first thought, Emily Henry. I'm off my game. I also have A Study in Drowning by Ava Reed. Reed is the first name. And I do want to read this. It is very pretty. I also have The Wallflower by Sally Louise. I say this like whenever I pull this out, but basically only brought this book to the UK because it's pretty. It might be good. I just have less confidence in it than I do some of the other books. I feel kind of bad saying that, but I mean, it's like your typical bad boy romance, so. And those are all the options I have for physical books. So 3 options. Probably not going to pick The Wallflower. So 2 options. And I'm just going to skim through the Kindle books I have up. I have The Games God's Play by Abigail Owen. Perry's a first name, right? Perry the Platypus. Shield of Sparrows is an option. Or Crossroads by Daphne Perry. I do have that physical book back in the US. Or the Mind F series by St. Abbey. I've read the first 2 books, I think, and I really want to finish it, and it's on Kindle Unlimited, so that's a good option. I kind of want to pick the Mind F series because I really liked the first 2 books that I read, and I'm not going to read it if it's on Kindle Unlimited because I don't think I can borrow it from the library, and I don't like the physical books. There used to be the physical book with like an apple on the cover that I wanted, but they've like changed the covers, and whatever the new ones are, I don't like them. I'll pick the Mind F series, the whole series, or the last 3 books that I haven't read. That's my first choice. Okay, next one. I'm gonna have to do this faster because this is taking too long. Okay, a book set in the UK. First thing that comes to mind, Daisy Hates. I did read the first chapter or so of this, and I just wasn't in the right mood. So this is an option. Was not an option I was thinking of reading. I don't know that I really feel like reading it. Maybe I should pick an audiobook. Bridgerton is an option. Or like, you know, classics like by Emily Bronte, Jane Austen, those books. Those are options. I'm getting a little overwhelmed. Now I'm thinking maybe literary fiction. I think that would be better. Ooh, The Ministry of Time. Okay, I'm gonna go with The Ministry of Time, so I don't have to keep looking at books. I'm gonna go with that for now, and I might come back to it when I'm less stressed. Okay. An author who released more than one book this year. Allie? I think I have to go with Allie Hazelwood. Problematic Summer Romance. I'm just gonna set it, lock it in. I have it available on Libby. It's one of my next reads on Goodreads. I was planning on reading it already. It's a summer book. I need to read it. Okay, locked in. A book that I think will be 5 stars. I haven't been reading a lot of books 5 stars this year. I also haven't been picking up a lot of books that I think will be 5 stars, so it's kind of my fault. I might have to pick one of the new releases. Ooh, I could do Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid. That has some pretty good ratings, 4.4. And I really liked the one about tennis. Carrie Soto's back. I really like Carrie Soto's back. So I just feel like I'd really like Atmosphere too. I'm gonna go with Atmosphere. Taylor Jenkins Reid. Yeah. Final answer. That was 4 books. So this is number 5. Oh, the font is in a primary color. So like not the book, the font. So like, I mean, I don't know if this counts, but like you see, it's blue. I really thought the Illumicrate books would have like the font in a different color, but they're all like silver or gold. So, huh? Magnolia Parks. I already read it, but red. Daisy Hates. You got orange here, and you got blue there. I'm gonna look at the Kindle Unlimited books to remind us of the primary colors. They are red, yellow, and blue. The Risk, the Mind F series, that would work. Maybe I should switch them out. Mind F and Emily Henry. I think my only option is Daisy Hates right now. Can I cheat and pick a book I just started today? That's on Audible, that I've bought on Audible. Maybe I'll do that because I want some Audible books or audiobooks in general on here. So I'm gonna do Starsight, and I guess I can also do Cytonic by Brandon Sanderson, the Skyward series. Brandon Sanderson, great author. Honestly, could be a 5-star book. I do give a lot of 5 stars to Brandon Sanderson, so we're at 6. I think we can go to 10. Okay, I have the buy, don't buy coin. From Illumicrate. So red is don't buy. Green is buy. Don't buy. It's a shame. I guess that just means I pick a book I already have. I'm gonna pick another audiobook that I already have bought in recently. I guess the books I bought are just the Skyward series, so maybe I'll do a Kindle Unlimited book. I have decided. I'm gonna do The Bodyguard by Catherine Center. It's on Kindle Unlimited, and it is on my physical TBR back in the US. So, 2 birds, 1 stone. I think that's 6. 10 is a lot. Okay. A book in my Libby to borrow tag. So my Libby like reset recently, so I don't actually have that many. I have like 48. So it's a decent number, but it used to be more. Maybe I should just go all in on the Skyward series, because I have a lot of Skyward books in my to borrow. Is that like boring picking the same book like multiple times? Or same series? I think I'm just gonna pick the next book in the Skyward series. It's on here. I have 3 Skyward novellas on here. Sunreach, Redawn, and Evershore by Brandon Sanderson. I'm just gonna say I'm gonna read Sunreach. It's the first of the like novellas in it, but I might just try to read as much of the Skyward series as I can this month. So I can get them all out in one go, so I don't forget what's going on. Okay, fairy tale retelling. This is basically why I wrote that one. A Treachery of Swans by A.B. Pornick. Oh, she wrote Where the Dark Stands Still. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure she wrote another book that I read and really liked. I did really like Where the Dark Stands Still, so I've been really excited to read this. And I need some more physical books on my TBR. So I'm gonna pick A Treachery of Swans. And if you can't tell, it's a Swan Lake retelling. So. Two more. Got Stephen King. That's a little more straightforward. Stephen King kind of scares me a little bit. That's a Kindle Unlimited book, because I did notice that there are some Stephen King books on Kindle Unlimited. So Mr. Mercedes, I think, is the one that I'm gonna go with. There's also The Outsider. It looks a little spookier, so I'm gonna go with Mr. Mercedes. A high suspense race against time. Last one. This one's so hard. It's Best First Line. Like, what the heck? Okay, how many physical books do I have? Okay, so far 7 of the books are like physical reading books. So this like Best First Line really needs to be an audiobook. I don't know if I'm feeling this one. It doesn't really work for audiobooks. I don't want to do it. I guess I could just play the audiobooks on my Libby to borrow shelf and see which one starts the best. So first we have 9 Perfect Strangers.
Chapter 1. Yao. I'm fine, said the woman. There's nothing wrong with me.
Well, that is not the best first line. They didn't say anything. Do Not Disturb by Frida McFadden.
While I'm washing the blood off my hands in the kitchen sink, the doorbell rings. I'm free.
So if you didn't catch that, while I'm washing the blood off my hands in the kitchen sink, the doorbell rings or something. So that one is a little more interesting. This Is Our Story by Ashley Elston. This video is getting too long.
A 10-point buck and a dead body make the same sound when they hit the forest floor.
That is an interesting first line.
I forget everything between footsteps.
Okay, that's The 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle. I will say, the first line is interesting. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what it means. That's a contender. Because I don't know, washing blood off your hands, is that like a little cheap? You know, it's like, all right. Yeah, it's a thriller. There's blood. Okay, we have Dark Places by Gillian Flynn.
I have a meanness inside me, real as an organ. Slit me at my belly and it might slide out, meaty and dark, drop on the floor so you could stomp on it. It's the day blood.
Interesting. I can tell that there's some interesting punctuation used throughout that first sentence. I do like some interesting punctuation. I think it's between Dark Places and The 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle. I think I'll go with The 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle, because I am the most interested in continuing that, because I want to know what's going on. What are we forgetting? Why are we running? So that brings me to 3 audiobooks and 7 other ones. I think 7 might be too many, it might be good. I am gonna be on a plane a lot this month, so it might be perfect. I hope you remember which books I picked, because I don't. Thank you for coming on this journey to pick out books with me. I hope you guys have a wonderful August reading month. Talk to you at the end of it. Let you know how many of these books I actually read. I'll probably do less books next month. Bye!